What we've got here today, we've got our first version of the rear opening HiAce Roof Conversion, and we've also got what we're calling the first production model of the front opening HiAce Roof Conversion. Yes, this is Andrew's vehicle, Andrew St. Pierre White and Heiner. It's their game-changing build they're doing. So, as most of you probably know, Andrew was the one that sort of came with the concept of this. Let's turn the 4x4 HiAce into a touring vehicle. So, obviously asked us to make a roof conversion for it, which we've done, and then we've taken an extra step further and made a rear opening as well, which will suit more our fit out that we're doing with our HiAce, which we'll obviously explain when we get it back from the fit out guys. But we'll walk through them both, and I guess point out differences between the two builds as well, because this one is one of our first ever turnkey builds. I should probably mention it. We're doing a post-registration suspension lift on it. We'll come through and we'll check it out and show the differences. So just with option one, which is the front opening roof conversion that we offer, you've got two options. You can either have no access door, which makes it easy to get it in and out. Otherwise, you can have this access door, which is designed like this. It's still functional, just a few more bits and pieces to work with. So stick your fingers in there, pull the latches. There's your canvas tent. Part that away, and then that's the roof of the conversion. So it's designed so you stand like this, and then just do a big press, overhead press, and the roof will go up. And then obviously you've got an internal fit out, which you would stand on to get up here. So you'd integrate like a ladder or steps, so you're not sort of doing a shoulder press to get up. Once you're up here, you can then pull your access door closed. You pull it up like this. That's that. And that locks into place. So that's strong enough, you can stand on top of it, walk around. This is designed to hold two people. So it's got any segment of the bed has got a load capacity of about 200 kilograms. So don't ever fear about strength or falling through stuff. Okay, so official head height of the roof conversion in the HiAce, 2.18, 2.19 meters. So nearly 2.2 meters high, obviously more than enough. And your bed height, sorry, your bed length, we'll just throw a tape on that while we've got it. Our overall bed length is 2.7 meters, which is absolutely huge. So the bed itself, well, the bit that we distinguish as the bed is just over 1900 mil. So it's the same as the Troopy. And then this front section of the roof is 7.6 to the end of the bar. So essentially your access door is 430 and the shelf in front of that is 330. So that's basically, that front shelf is basically, as I said, just a shelf to store stuff. We do provide cushions in the premium model for the whole bed and that area. So if you choose to sleep with your head up that end, you can. It's all the same level. But again, your access door here is 430 millimeters instead of the other car, which is about 800. So it's much larger than the other car. Makes it easier to sort of still operate downstairs with the bed down. So upstairs, again, premium model conversion. We've got the fans, same as the Troopy. They've got your three settings, low, medium, high. They've got a little battery in them too, so it lasts for a few hours without the power connected. So if you want to go to sleep with your fan on, but not have it on all night, just unplug it and it will just run flat and charge it up during the day when you're driving. Reading lights, this is a new addition to the premium model of the HiAce. We're looking to bring them into the Troopies as well. We're releasing an ultimate package soon for the Troopy, so that'll come out in that. But essentially, yeah, the reading lights, plug it into the side of your wall like this, and it gets like a nice glow at night time. On the weekend we were in my HiAce, it was pretty nice. Just a bit different to the LEDs upstairs. So obviously one on each side. You've still got your USB and USB-C ports here. You've still got your elastics to hang your laptop when you watch movies. You've got your light switch behind here, your organizer, which turns your two lights on at the top. That's probably more for when you're hanging out with the bed up in the air and you just want to get that light glow. Again, in the premium, they're a red and a white. So red lights for no mozzies or insects at night time. Just doesn't attract them. It's fantastic. Andrew's idea. So thanks for that. But that's about it, yeah. So we've got them. Obviously, they're individual touch on and off. In this HiAce as well, customers opted for the Velcro carpet roof because they want to stick stuff to it not sure what, but you can put whatever you want onto this stuff. It's designed to be pulled, and you know, Velcro, you're constantly pulling on it, so it doesn't rip apart like our other carpet does. So it is a bit extra, which is why it's part of the premium model, but you can have that instead of the timber ceiling in the premium. Just while I got you, we'll touch on when you're closing up this roof, this tent. In the Troopy, there's an elastic band that goes around the entire tent, pulls it in. Because the tent in the HiAce is just so big, we've come with another option. So you basically just hook this elastic strap onto either side of the tent like this, and you've got one in the middle of the windows and you've got two at the corners. Obviously, if your windows are down like this, you just have to attach those two because the canvas is already flopped in when you close the roof. So that's just the only difference between closing the roof in here and the Troopy, is that you use these elastics to pull the canvas in, drop your access doors down, close the roof on top of you, and then pop the access doors back up. Just inside Andrew's HiAce here, just trying to give you guys a bit of a feel for like what you get, obviously, with that roof conversion. So premium model, obviously timber ceilings, as most of you probably know about from the Troopy conversions. Lights all turn on with your doors. Open and close your doors, lights turn on and off. When you're living inside the van, doors are closed, just hit one of these switches. One here is one at the front, same with the other version. And obviously that just turns your lights on and just overrides the door system, tricks the system into thinking it's open. Access doors at the front, and the headlining we reline in black carpet. You can choose grey if you prefer, which some people have asked for already, but we just prefer the black because it makes everything pop a little bit more. So obviously we interfere with a lot of the car. We cut a lot of the roof away, we put a lot of strength back into it, and then we want to reuse the headlining because it has all the moulding already in it. So we just reline it front to back, as you can see. And yeah, choice of black or grey. Andrew and Heiner have teamed up for this build that they're doing together. And this 48 volt system is something that Heiner's sort of developing for these vans, and I think he's going to roll it out for the cruisers as well. It's quite an intelligent system. So pretty much replace the alternator in the vehicle with a 48 volt alternator. So you're charging whatever batteries you got at 4 times the speed essentially and power of a normal 12 volt alternator, which is what cars normally come with. It's a 48 volt system that will power back to the vehicle and run the 12 volt system in the car. So the car kind of runs off this now, and now you've got this massive battery bank to feed all of your auxiliary power. So your internal fit outs and whatever else you got on top of the car as well. We are putting together some roof rails for Heiner, which are gonna fit an extra large, they're like a 55 volt panel, they're like a house panel, going on top of the roof conversion. So this whole roof conversion he wants covered in panels. To see how much power you can get out of panels to power the system up. You know, if you were to have an engine failure or something like that, you could quite literally power the car off the roof. So we're putting together some rails at the moment, which we haven't finished yet, but it'll hold those panels in place. So our first look at the rear opening variant that we've discussed online. Essentially the roof opens from the rear and gives you that access hole at the rear of the vehicle, which actually ends up being twice the size of the other version. Come inside and we'll have a look at it. You've still got your compliant for your 5 seats in the vehicle. We do still a little bit of headroom, but you've still got plenty of it. We've put some pretty tall people in here and it's fine. Passes the LK rules as well, which is great. You have still got your curtain airbags as well, which is still fully functional as per ADR compliance. But again, this is designed to be able to take 5 people. So, you know, you don't want to be getting in and out of your roof conversion or your bed from in here. You want to be doing it from the back. Go in the back now and have a look at it. Okay. So obviously with this one, you can probably tell by the height of it, this hasn't been lifted. This is factory from Toyota. The customer's doing the 100mm Endurico lift on this, which is not a 4x4, it remains a 4x2. So we can still travel on the beach and put some larger tires on it to get that flotation. And we're also going to put a factory diff lock in there for him as well, so you can still do those off-road tracks. It's just a lot cheaper than going the full 4x4 conversion. The benefit as well with that, you don't have to do it pre-rego. So this is a slow build for this customer. First thing I wanted to do was just put the roof conversion on and start using it, and then over time it will be doing the lift and the diff lock. So anyway, back to roof conversions. This is, as I said, the first of it. It's a prototype. We're still working on it. As you can see, the tent's not even up. But the principle behind it is, A, you have your seats there, you have a fit out in the back instead of in the middle of the vehicle. Your access hole is just over 800 millimeters. So it's a lot larger than having the bed at the back and the roof, the access hole at the front. So A, it's easy to get up and down. And B, when the access doors are open and you're sitting on a bench, because I'm obviously on the wheel arch right now, but if there's a full bench in here, you know, like your couch bench, you've got still a fair bit of room around your shoulders and your head in this access hole, and while the bed's still down. So someone could be still lying in bed, having a sleep in, you can come downstairs and make some food and make coffee or whatever, and have essentially like, you know, a bit of a two-story living situation. Whereas with the other variant, the forward opening, the access door is quite small. The bed has to be down, obviously, to be sleeping in it. You don't have a large amount of room to have your head and your shoulders poking up into it. You've got to be under the bed, kind of like I am now. So once you got your furniture set up in that version with the forward facing, the forward opening, you've essentially just got to redo the interior fit out to alleviate for the fact that you have a less head height throughout the whole version of it. I'll just quickly mention the other option too. We're building a rear ladder, which we'll show you in a second. Prototyping a rear ladder for the rear door. So you can have a full access door here if you want it. So as you can see, there's a big hole here, which is designed so you can open and close the roof from inside the vehicle. We are doing a full access door that covers the full span, and then you just open and close the roof from the outside. We're going to make a rear ladder for the HiAce. So A, you can access your roof rack, which we've also made for the HiAce. And B, you can do a rear opening like the Troopy. It allows you to have a massive access door. So Lethan's come up with this concept. He scanned the back of one of the HiAces and drawn it up on CAD, 3D modeled it. So we could try and follow the contour of the vehicle there. We've kind of just been discussing how many rungs we have, because the more rungs you have, the busier it looks, and it just looks quite a complex component. And you want to kind of almost try and be part of the car if you can. So 4 rungs, follow the radius down the bottom here, on the top and the bottom. Yep. And then how are we going to put it to the car? Nut-sert it in.
Nut-sert it in.
Yeah.
Probably so bit of glue as well behind the plates.
Bit of glue to seal it, to keep it off the car so it doesn't mark it.
Yeah.
But essentially, nut-serts we use to hold the awning mounts onto the vehicles. So we know they're strong because they've got the wind forces lifting them up and down every day. So we're pretty confident in the ones that we use. And
this is pretty lightweight as well.
How heavy is it?
I don't know, but it's very...
It's nothing, is it?
It's nothing.
What, a couple of kilos?
A couple of kilos.
So we won't even have to change the gas struts of the door?
No, the door.
So bolt to the door and just don't have to change the gas struts?
Yeah, door will go straight
How good is that?
Yeah.
Super open to feedback. We want to know what you guys want in your roof conversion. If you've got any more questions, give us a call or an email, either or.